Don't give me fire, give me double time.
Canada 127 Sports presents Piston Cup Racing. Today it's a no-stall 300 from the World Wide Technology Raceway in St. Louis, Illinois. After a week in the streets of Chicago, we travel 310 miles south through Illinois for the sixth race of the Fictional Piston Cup Playoffs, where stars shine or fade at the gateway to the west. Let's take a look at our starting grid. In row 1, Carl Reeves, the first Championship 5 racer in the field, trying to rebound after an awful race at Chicago, with Daniel Swervez, last week's winner at Chicago. In row 2, Ryan Laney with Bobby Swift in the 19 Octane Game car. In row 3, Colin Bargan with Shane Van Gaskerbergen in the 88 RPM car. In row 4, Ed Truncan with last year's winner Lightning McQueen, the second Championship 5 racer in the field, who beat a Jackson Storm in a photo finish. In row 5, Brandon Power car with Rich Mixon in the 36 Tank Go car. In row 6, Jay McPillar with Brian Spark in the 52 Leakless car. In row 7, Todd Marcus with Jackson Storm in the 20 IGNTR car, trying to avenge his loss from last year. In row 8, Master Dragon 4000 with Bubba Wheelhouse, the third Championship 5 car in the field. In row 9, Sifa Page with Phil Tankston in the 28 Nitroid car. In row 10, Cal Weathers, the fourth Championship 5 car in the field, with H.A. Hollis in the 68 N2 Cola car. In row 11, Chase Racelaw with Cruz Ramirez in the 51 Dynaco car. And starting in row 12 is Conrad Camber, the points leader heading into this race, trying to finish a better position than where he started in. Our weather for this late afternoon is a warm 88 degrees Fahrenheit with 1 mile per hour winds from the south and cloudy skies. Here is our race analysis: 12 laps, 15 miles around the 1.25 mile track with 11 degrees of banking in turns 1 to 2 and 9 degrees in turns 3 to 4, and pit road speed is 40 miles per hour. The pace car is off to the pits. Meanwhile, Carl Reeves and Daniel Suarez are ready to go loose along with the rest of the field here at World Wide Technology Raceway. Daniel Suarez on the outside and Carl Reeves to the inside. Here we go. The green flag is in the air and the no-stall 300 is underway here at World Wide Technology Raceway. Immediately into the back straightaway, you already see some three-wide action behind the pack. Meanwhile, Carl Reeves is behind command against number 99, Daniel Swervez. He is part of the Championship 5 racers. That's the reason why you see him in a yellow spoiler along with some of the other 4 racers that are highlighted in yellow. And Carl Reeves is going to come back to the stripe and he's going to lead the first lap and get that bonus point to be able to try to win the championship. And this track is pretty important for braking right now because of every time you enter one of these corners, you have to slow down and hit the brakes, and also you got to make sure the brakes don't fail on you. And here's a look at the points as of right now. Carl Reeves is in the lead. That's the reason why I said lead. So the points will be finalized after this race to see if anyone passes post-race inspection or not. And Cal Weathers is currently 29 points behind Carl Reeves, so I'm pretty sure he'll try to beat him once we go to Dover Motor Speedway next week. Anyways, we're looking at Rich Mixon. He has not won a race so far this year in 2025. He's part of the rookie class against number 86 of Carl Reeves. And also you got that one suspension at Indianapolis once. Now you're right along with last year's Rookie of the Year, Colin Bargan, in the number 32 IHOP car. You know, it's strange that the text is not matching his paint scheme. It usually matches with the primary paint scheme. No. Here you go, the flames come out of the exhaust pipes whenever you enter through one of these braking corners. Well, this track is shaped a bit like Darlington. I forgot to mention this is a egg-shaped track. That's the reason why in the description of the race analysis it said it's an egg-shaped track like Darlington Raceway, but instead Darlington has higher banking than World Wide Technology Raceway. That was a lap with the number 32 of Colin Bargan. Now you're going back to the number 86 of Carl Reeves and the number 99 of Daniel Swervez. Daniel Swervez is trying to end the year off pretty good on a high note because he's going to be leaving the number 99 and he's going to have to find a new ride, or instead he might have to quit Piston Cup racing altogether. And Carl Reeves is going back to the stripe and he's going to lead his 4th lap of the day. Going through these corners, you need to have precision. That's going to be the key word of the day, precision. Because whenever you're entering one of these corners, you better not overdrive one of the corners, otherwise you might make contact with another car. You might just slam them into a safer barrier, or instead you might ruin your entire day. So if you're one of these 5 racers, you got to make sure you have precision here. And Carl Reeves has lead the 5th lap of the day. Now get ready for the halfway jam. Five laps to go here at St. Louis, Illinois, and Carl Reeves is still being chased by the number 99 of Daniel Swervez. Now here we go with 5 laps to go for the No Stall 300, and Carl Reeves is trying to win in the AMD paint scheme because the other races that he won in the Pizza Planet paint scheme, but not in the AMD paint scheme. And now you're looking at Cal Weathers. He's 33 points behind the number 86 of Carl Reeves, and also he's trying to catch up to the lead, and currently Jackson Storm's the fastest car in the field right now. You're looking at him. He clocked the fastest lap back in like around lap 3 or 4. Yeah, I'm not sure. You might want to check the data later. We go back to the line with 3 laps to go, and we've been wondering, will a wreck ever happen in this race? We'll find out if it's possible for a wreck to happen right now or not. I'd say there's a 75 to 25% chance of a wreck happening right now, because the last race that happened here in St. Louis, in the first lap, you already know there was a wreck, and like around lap 6 or 7 there was another wreck, and then during one of the overtime shootouts there was a 3rd accident. So odds are pretty high for a wreck. Anyways, 2 laps to go, and Carl Reeves is trying to become the 3rd Piston Cup rookie to try to win the season title in their season debut. Now to turn number 2, down to the front, into the back straightaway. Daniel Swervez is still chasing him. Meanwhile, they're 3 wide. Shane Van Gaskenbergen, Lightning McQueen, and Brandon Powercar, as we see Carl Reeves entering turn number 3 and 4. Let's see if they could get the white flag at this part. Trouble, turn number 3. Master Dragon 4000 goes on his side, and he goes through the catch fence, and he gets stuck in there. Huge hit for the 69 Master Dragon 4000. Here's a look at what just happened. The 82 of Conrad Camber spun out the number 69, and then the 9 got collected. The 82 went under the 69, and then he went on his side. Some air got through him, and it went through the catch fence. That wreck looked like if it came out of an IndyCar race. Really unexpected. And Master Dragon 4000 reported that he's okay. Well, we're gonna have to stop the cars somewhere on the track so he can repair the catch fence and pull the 69 out. Well, first they're gonna have to pull the 69 out, and then they're gonna have to repair the catch fence. That's the second time Master Dragon 4000 has been in the air. Here's a view from the blimp. The first time he was up in the air was in 2023 at Florida International Super Speedway, where he made his debut and then he went upside down in the front straightaway on the final lap. That was an onboard with him. And I'm surprised that the camera survived that flip. Now you're running along with number 82 of Conrad Camber. Now it's right along with Bubba Wheelhouse. I don't know what's going on with the number 82 of Conrad Camber. He just turned to number 69 and collected the 9 just for a few positions. We'll be right back since Master Dragon 4000, Conrad Camber, and Chase Racelot bring out the first caution of the day here at World Wide Technology Raceway. Welcome back to World Wide Technology Raceway for the No Stall 300. We're ready to go back green next time by, and we're ready to do a 2-lap shootout of overtime. So if the leaders get the white flag, the next flag will end the race. Doesn't matter if it's a caution or the checkered flag. And if they wreck before they get the white flag, they're going to have to restart again. So Carl Reeds will restart to the bottom and Daniel Swervez to the top. So once we enter turn number 3, we restart double foul. And as I said, that 75% to 25 of a chance of wrecking, or 25% to 75% chance of a wreck happening, is still high with 2 to go. Because last year we had another overtime restart. So let's hope if Carl Reeds will be able to win in the AMD car and try to secure the championship lead against the number 82 of Conrad Camber. And also Daniel Swervez is trying to pick up another win. Anyways, a restarting double foul. Daniel Swervez to the top and Carl Reeds to the bottom. And you already know after that incident in turn number 3, Master Dragon 4000 is out of the race because his rear is not eligible for racing. So he's going to have to sit out. He's going to watch these final 2 laps. Anyways, the pace car heads back to the pits. Daniel Swervez to the outside. Carl Reeds to the inside. Here we go. Overtime restart number 1 is underway here at St. Louis. Rich Mixon's trying to go in the middle. Meanwhile, Colin Bargan is trying to make it 3 wide with Ryan Laney and the others. Daniel Swervez is in high command of the field. They're 3 wide. Shane Van Gaskenberg and the others. Now it's 3 wide. Rich Mixon, Lightning McQueen, and Ryan Laney. Jay McPill. No, it's Ed Truncan trying to make the middle wide. So it's the only one making 4 wide. Let's see if they get the white flag this time. That's the reason why we. And Steve LePage gets turned by the number 82 of Conrad Camber. Collects the 51 of Cruz Ramirez. We're under the second caution of the day here at St. Louis. And the treacherous season continues for the number 34, Steve LePage. Here's a look at it again. Cruz Ramirez, Chase Racelot, and Todd Marcus were 3 wide. Conrad Camber decides to turn to number 34 and then collects the 51. Hits the turn 3 safer barrier. At least they can go up in the air like the 69 car. I don't know what's up with Conrad Camber today. I feel like the officials might have to penalize him. The points or by money. That's a hard hit. Might end the 34th day along with the 51. Yeah, 34 hit the safer barrier in the front, so he might have to do some repairs under caution. Here's a view from the Lightyear blimp. Ow. Yeah, it's still a hard hit. No matter what speed you're going at. That was an onboard with the number 82 of Conrad Camber. Now it's right along with Cruz Ramirez. We'll be right back since Conrad Camber brings out the second caution of the day here at St. Louis. Welcome back to World Wide Technology Raceway for the no stall 300. We're ready to go back green next time by for the second shot of overtime. The lights are off the pace car, and Daniel Swervez will restart to the bottom, and Carl Reese to the top. So again, we're restarting double foul, and you already know the rules of overtime, as I said earlier. If a leader gets a white flag, the next flag will end the race. There's a caution and a checker flag. And if they wreck before the leaders get the white flag, we're doing it again. And you're wondering, but how many attempts we have? As I said earlier, we had a limited attempts, so hopefully this does not turn into a dumpster fire like of a few NASCAR racing series. But I'm sorry, guess what? If this turns into a dumpster fire, it's actually not. A real dumpster fire is contained. So the thing is not a dumpster fire. Like what Mike Joyce said to the Xfinity series back a few months ago. Anyways, we're restarting double foul. Daniel Swervez to the bottom and Carl Reese to the top. And so far nobody has given up yet. And Conrad Camber is still on the track with the hood damage that he had. We had to remove it. Carl Reese was confident they could win this race. Anyways, the pace car is back to the pits. Let's see if we could try this again. Properly, of course. Carl Reese to the outside, Daniel Swervez to the inside. Overtime restart number 2 is underway here at St. Louis. They're 3 wide, Jackson Storm, Colin Bargan, Mike McQueen. This is asking for a third overtime restart. Shane Van Gisbergen brings all the way to the top. He does not know how to race at these ovals correctly. Let's see if they don't wreck this time. It's because it's turn number 3. Rich Mixon is charging up against number 99 of Daniel Swervez. You might want to pay attention to him. Meanwhile, Carl Reeves out of turn number 4 is trying to get the white flag. Here we go to the front straightaway. Will they get the white flag this time? Yes, they do. The white flag's out. One more time around here at St. Louis. Doesn't matter if it's a caution or the checker flag that ends the race. They're still 3 wide, making it 4 wide. Side by side for second place, Rich Mixon versus the number 99 of Daniel Swervez. Bobby Switz is also trying to join the battle. Now to turn 3 and turn 4 for the final time. Carl Reeves is trying to hold off the number 36 of Rich Mixon. Here he goes in turn 4, exiting it. Here he goes, exiting it. Carl Reeves is going to win the No Stall 300 here at World Wide Technology Raceway. The AMD curse has been broken. Congratulations to the number 86 of Carl Reeves for winning the No Stall 300 here at St. Louis. He got maximum points except leading quickest lap of the day. It's still an impressive job for him. And Steve LePage went through the pits during the final lap. That's the reason why you see him without a hood. He's going around just to go to the pits once everybody's back to their box. Here are the official results. Jackson Storm is the fastest car of the day with a lap time of 35.788 seconds. He'll earn that bonus point despite not competing for a championship. Here are the points after this race. Since Carl Reeves has gained almost the maximum amount of points in this race, he is your new championship leader. So if he keeps up with his great performance in the next 2 weeks, he will become the 2025 Fictional Piston Cup champion. For a closer look at the standings for future and past races, check the pinned comment of the video. Next week, we're racing at Dover Motor Speedway for the Trunk Fresh 400 starting next Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern and 4 p.m. Pacific. Thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. This is the Candy Cat Hearn 27, signing out.